Who is the man behind the movement for Filipino rights? Who is the man they're celebrating in the Philippines today? Well, his name was Jose Rizal. He was born in the Philippines in 1861, but he was executed in 1896. So why do Filipinos celebrate his death? Well, because he gave his life for the country. He was a journalist and a writer who wrote about how the Spanish were oppressing the Filipinos, and he wanted change. He wanted independence for his country, but he didn't just want independence. He wanted a better Philippines, an end to the extreme inequality and poverty that existed there. And he dreamed of a Philippines that was free from the oppression of the Spanish. Now, his writings inspired many Filipinos to take up arms and fight against the Spanish. And although he himself did not take part in any violent activities, he was seen as a threat by the Spanish authorities. They accused him of being the leader of a secret society. They called it Katipunan, and they said that this group planned to overthrow the Spanish government. Now, the Spanish had no proof of this, but they were suspicious of him, and so they took his passport. They put him under house arrest, and eventually they exiled him to a small island called Dapitan. But even in exile, his writings continued to inspire the Filipinos. In fact, it was from this island that he wrote his final novel, The Execution of the Tres de Pilar. And it was in this book that he described how the Spanish were executing people who didn't even know what they were accused of. And so it wasn't long before the Spanish authorities executed him. They charged him with rebellion and sedition, and they sentenced him to death by firing squad. Now, when they told him that he would be given a noble title if he renounced his citizenship, if he gave up his nationality, he refused. And so on December 30th, 1896, at the age of just 35, Jose Rizal was executed. But even in death, he became a symbol of resistance. His family requested that his body be turned over to them so that they could bury him in his hometown. But the Spanish didn't allow this. They wanted to make an example of him. They paraded his body through the streets of Manila, and then they buried him in a public park. Well, his sacrifice did not go in vain. 2 years later, the Philippine Revolution succeeded, and the Philippines became a republic. Today, Jose Rizal is considered the national hero of the Philippines. His face is on their 1 peso bill. His statue is in the main plaza in Manila, and every year on December, they hold a holiday in his honor. And now you know, if you've been wondering why, when someone is usually celebrated for their birthday.